Morning, SC3. My thumbnail's cut off. Interesting. Have to redo that one, I guess. Morning, Jose. All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. I was not able to stream yesterday, even though I had hoped to, because I was off yesterday, because yesterday was a cluster. Things did not go as planned, but that's okay. I do have off Monday, though, so the plan is to be on tomorrow as well with some ghosts, so we'll do at least 2 streams this weekend. I'm just trying to get this up here. Show all. There we go. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm back to 0.1 on my dailies. Completely my fault yesterday. I was exhausted. I ended up logging off early from everything and going to sleep. I logged off to go to bed at like 9:30. It was probably like 10 by the time I actually like went to sleep. But I was pretty tired yesterday. So got to get the streak going again. Alright, jump from a horse to a moving wagon. 3 non-player enemy hats shot off. 5 perfect pelts sold. Actually, I might have that. I've been saving those up. Place top 3 in a takeover showdown, which is doable. Not too hard. Player kills in Deadeye in showdown. Also not too terrible. Player kills with melee in showdowns. No, thank you. Because I'm only at 0.1, I would have probably done these 2 if they were the only 2, but I'm not going to do the melee kills in showdown. That one's just a pain in the ass. 2 squirrels collected. 2 bounties brought in from New Hanover posters. 2 bounties completed with at least 1 other posse member. 2 bounty targets taken down with a bolus. Crip special stew recipe completed. 6 perfect carcasses. 10 small animal carcasses donated. 5 bird eggs found. 2 collectibles found with the metal detector. 3 tarot cards found. Change decor. Do 2 story missions. Play with the band for 2 minutes. Craft or cook 7 items at a wilderness camp. Use 2 hardy tonics with 2 hot or 2 cold. And 2 legendary animals found using pheromones. Wow, these are some pretty crappy dailies today. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's still plenty to get 9 of those, though. I do need to do a resupply. I doubt I can do the special stew. Morning, Sir Doug. How's it going? Oh no, I don't want to eat this. Drop it. Morning, Ducky. Oh, I can make stew with the earth. Look at that. That's one of the ones I actually have a bunch of ingredients for. Excellent. It melts in my mouth because I made it. Okay.
Hey, look out.
I feel like today I should focus on collecting. All right, let's see. 1. Okay, 3, 4. Oh, I have plenty to do perfect pelts to him. Okay. 10 small animals. We're going to donate these. And let's do a resupply.
You know, I like to keep my ear to the ground.
I need to like replenish some supplies, but I don't know what I'm like. I always don't know what I'm low on until I go to do something, and I'm like, oh, I'm low on that.
And I'd hate for them to get robbed out there. But I mean, these things happen.
Right? Right. You're so mean, Crips. Mom, little whiskey with your little dapple butt. He's so cute. Got a little chonky butt. I don't think I'll be able to make it tomorrow because I'm going to an amusement park. Oh, that's so cool. No, totally have so much fun. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. We're like the gameplay Ghost of Tsushima. I've watched all the streams and I really enjoy them. Well, I appreciate you being there for them. I hope you have a blast tomorrow. I haven't been to an amusement park in so long, but like I live fairly close-ish, not like... Hang on, I gotta change my audio here. Kill these guys real quick. Alright. And then just turn it down on my end a little bit. I'm close enough to Disney that I should have gone already, and I have not. I want to go to Harry Potter World so bad. And my coworker and I were actually talking about potentially doing it, and then her son got really sick. And so I'm not really sure what's going to happen with them, honestly. I hope they're doing okay. I've sent her, like, I don't want to bother her too much because we weren't, like, it's not like we hung out outside of work or, like, we talked about it, but, you know, we never really got to that point. And so because they're going through such a tough thing right now, like, I don't want to bother her. And I feel bad because I'm like, what's the appropriate amount of letting her know that, hey, I'm thinking of you and I care, but I don't want to bother you right now because your family's going through something pretty tough. And so I'm kind of like warring with myself about how much to reach out, but I've sent her a text or two, just, hey, let her know I'm thinking of her. And she hasn't responded back with anything other than a heart, so I know that they're like going through it right now. So I'm like, I don't want to like overstep. Hey Raider, I am on PS5. Yes. Hey Native, how's it going? I just pre-ordered Silent Hill. Hope it's good. Nice. I am shoot, I still haven't pre-ordered Ghost of Tsushima. I just like I don't need to pre-order until right till it drops, which is fine, because it doesn't drop till October, and like literally life has thrown me a very expensive month. So I'm gonna hold off a little bit. That will be the next game that I get. That will be the next game that I pre-order. I don't pre-order too often. I have to like really want to play the game and also like have decent pre-order stuff. Can't wait for next gen patch. 60 FPS is all I care about. Hopefully it's coming. There's like been no official announcement actually yet. I mean, I know like some really good people that like pay attention to this stuff are pretty confident it's coming. But I don't think there's been an official announcement from Rockstar yet, so I'm always leery until they say something. There's been plenty of times where we thought something was happening and it just didn't. Because Rockstar gonna do what Rockstar gonna do. That's my motto. So yeah, I'm hoping that's coming. That'd be great.
Nice work.
Hey Corey, how's it going? You playing Cyberpunk now? I love being a mercenary in Cyberpunk 2077. I wish I could have loved that game more than I did. I think that I understand why a lot of people really enjoy it. Like, I get it. And there's elements of it that I thought were pretty cool. I don't know. Something about the story didn't capture my attention too well. I don't know why. I think for me too, part of it that distracted a little bit was just like, I encountered a lot of bugs that apparently were like bugs that people encountered initially, and then like they came back like right as I was playing. And then the other thing that I'm just spoiled with the games that I play, honestly. When you walk around the city in Cyberpunk, it's like the same character NPC model every like 10 feet. And that bothers me a little bit for such like a large, like immersive game. It bothers me when I see the same NPC model like literally like every 15 seconds. That bothers me a little bit. But yeah, Harry Potter World has got to be on the, like, dude, I have to make it happen. I know my boyfriend would go with me if I said like, hey, I want to do this. I know he would absolutely do that. And so I should just like at some point be like, yeah, this is what we're doing. But also it's expensive too. So just gonna wait a little bit. It'll wait a little bit. Thing I hate about pre-ordering for the PS Store is the timer of when you will be able to play it. What do you mean by that, Native? Because usually you can pre-download it, which I like, at least a little bit before it drops. And then it's just whenever the game actually releases, which, depending on where you are in the world, can be a little bit of a bitch, because sometimes it releases at, like, if you're in Europe, like, sometimes it's releasing, like, in the middle of the night, you know? Kind of like old GTA games on PS2, the same NPCs walking the street or driving. Yeah, it's like, and like, I understand the GTA 2, or GTA, the old GTA games were like older, like PS2 games, like that makes sense. But like Cyberpunk is a current game, you know? I guess I'm just so spoiled from Red Dead that I'm just like, I wish they had spent a little bit more time on their NPCs. I'm not saying that Red Dead doesn't have the same NPCs as well, but how often do you notice it? You know, like how often do you're like, oh, that's an identical NPC I just saw like 30 seconds ago across the town. You just don't. Maybe it's because there's not as many. And so in Cyberpunk, you have to fill the streets because it's a city. There's a lot of people. So I get it's harder probably to do like unique NPCs. But at the same time, like they all do the same thing. They all react the same way. There's no... to me, that is immersion breaking. Like people say like third person is immersion breaking and like... if first person isn't. First person is for me, but like to me that breaks it because I'm like I'm walking, I see this character model, I walk 2 feet and I'm like, oh, there's that same character model, walk 2 feet, oh, the same character model saying the same thing, doing the same thing, and I don't know, that bothers me a little bit. I was like, I feel like they could have just spent a little bit more time on that and maybe it would have been a little bit better. Sorry, guys. Oh, are you kidding me? That was a clean shot. This is why I hate hunting, because now this depresses me. Depresses me already. The NPCs suck. I hope the sequel gets it right. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe some developers just aren't concerned about that. Like, they don't care as much. There's a few NPCs I've seen in Sanctity. Oh, yeah, I 100% know that the same character models are used in Red Dead as well. It's just weird how... like, it doesn't feel like it as much. And again, it could just be because there's not as many NPCs in the game because it's the Wild West and it's not as busy. Or because some of them have unique lines or unique dialogue or the way they react is a little bit different. I don't know. It just, I don't feel it as much in this game. I know it's there, but for whatever reason, it doesn't give me that same, like, vibe, I guess. So I'm just saying, if they spent a little bit more time on that, I feel like that would be good. I don't know. I had bugs where, like, I would literally have to start the game over. Or I would have not start the entire game over. I'd have to close out the game and redo the entire mission. Because it was a game-breaking bug. So that's frustrating. And I had times where even closing the game wouldn't work because I was in the middle of a mission and it had, like, saved. And I had to go back to like an earlier save and lose a bunch of time. So that kind of stuff too is just like really frustrating when you've spent so much on a game and you know that it's, you know, it's a next gen type game sort of thing. I'm so excited for college football day. Yay! What time's the first game, Ducky? You cannot use the shop while carrying something.
Supplies are looking healthy right now. That's top notch.
All right, I think it was perfects, right? Yeah. Whoa, that only counted as one. Did you see that? I guess because it didn't die right away. That's freaking rude. I was like totally a headshot too. All right, let me go see if I can sell these perfect pelts here. There's definitely an NPC that we are sure there's not a copy of. Gavin, where are you? I do wish Rockstar had, like, done a release later that released, like, all the content that they didn't put in the game. So, like, the princess, I forget her name. I forget her name. The one where you can see the posters for her and, like, her trunks and starts with an I think. Is it Isabel? I don't think it's Isabel. That doesn't sound right. So the princess, well, I don't think Gavin's stuff is unreleased content, honestly, because I think the whole point of that was that Nigel was Gavin, and Nigel was like a split personality or like multiple personality, and he was ill. So I don't think that was cut content at all. I think that was like what they wanted you to think. But stuff like the Meteor, like it's like Meteor Rock 1 of 3, and you can only find 2, and the third one's not anywhere in the game. So it's like, come on, man. Oh yeah, no, I'm not here to do a bounty. I'm here to sell some perfect pelts. I think that was the daily. Am I in danger of getting shot? Possibly. horse here. Oh yeah, 5 perfect pelts sold. Okay. Excuse me, sir. All right, 3.
That's 1 clean kill.
4. And 5.
Ooh, that's quality.
Hey, is that Nima? Is the monthly update tomorrow? It will be like the changeover will happen sometime Monday, like late Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Well, Tuesday morning, so early Tuesday morning. So depending on where you are in the world. So for me, it's like early Tuesday AM at some point. The new update will drop, and I'm on the East Coast in the US. So yeah, I actually don't know when that is for wherever you are, depending on where you are in the world. But no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. But soon. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be a collector month. Ooh, is this somebody's pony? Is that a Breton? It is! It's my dad, believe about Breton. It's so funny how like the horses can look so different with different hair. It was really dark from that angle too. That is such a weird combination. Like if you like the mane and tail are not the same color, and then to have the panther saddle, which is like a brown saddle, which is just odd to me. I don't know. This is just an interesting pairing, and this just highlights how great it is that there's so many options because everybody has different tastes, like in what they like and what they don't like. For me, this is such a mismatch. Like I would never do it because like nothing goes. But like this person probably loves this. They probably think this is the best thing ever, which I think it's good. I think it's good that we have options. Oh, is my dryer already going off? Sheesh. Watching College Game Day right now. They're doing a tribute to Lee Corso. This is the last episode. He's retiring after today's show. Nice. Yeah, they don't have a set time. I don't actually know when. Like, it's just at some point, early AM, it'll swap over. Sometimes actually it's happened pretty late though. Like I've gone to try to do video stuff at like 5 AM and it hasn't been changed yet. So, yeah. You think the update will be Trader or Moonshine? I'm not ready for collector month yet. Hey, Prowler, how's it going? Never let bro cook again. It's an interesting choice for sure. All right, I'm pretty sure I'm full on these. Okay. All right, so we got our 5. All right, let's go to our squirrels. Squirrel and I know my sweaters aren't done yet, but you're not supposed to dry them on high, so I do like the delicate cycle. And then I have to usually do it twice because it only do 22 minutes. Have I been streaming for 22 minutes already? Holy shit. Hey, little pronghorn. Lee Corso is a legend player, coach, analyst, kind of the face of college football. So been around a while, I take it. Is somebody replacing him, or? It's always sad when somebody who's like so good at what they do retires, and then you have to like get used to the new person who probably is also good, but like doesn't have the knowledge and experience probably of the person who left. So there's always a little bit of growing pains there, a little bit. Hey Jay, how's it going? Is it too late to start RDO? I wish there was a way where I don't get attacked all the time. It's never too late to start. If you're a new player, you actually have the advantage of having a lot of content when you first start. Little caveat with that, they are not currently updating the game. They might never update it again, or they might start updating after GTA 6 drops. So once you get through all that content, like if you enjoy the game, like I enjoy playing just to play, like I don't mind that it's repetitive content. But if you're someone who doesn't like that, you have to realize at some point you're going to run out of new stuff to do because they're not updating it. I don't think it's ever too late to start. If you get attacked, there are a few things that you can do because people are assholes in the game, and because there's no new content, you know, they tend to I don't get attacked too often. That being said, when I started a new character once, I got killed as a level 3 because people are like, oh, new player. There are a couple things you can do. One, you can go into defensive mode. So defensive mode just makes it a little bit harder for people to kill you because they can't lock onto you. And unfortunately, or fortunately, there's a lot of people that grief in this game that aren't actually that good at the game, but it's lock on. So, you know, everybody can be good when you lock on. So going into defensive mode forces them to at least put in some effort to kill you. So that can be one way to minimize that a little bit. The other thing is if somebody kills you and all you have to do is parlay, and then for 10 minutes they can't do anything to you. It's going to put you a ways away from them. Your dots are not visible across the map. Oop, I rode up here without looking, and my guess is some squirrels got away. There you go. One. So those... There's another one here. Don't despawn back there. So many trees! I can't see where he went. That one's gonna despawn back there. Totally. That might be... Oh no, this is a squirrel. Okay. So those are two things that you can do to just like try to minimize that early on. Just keep in mind, if you want to fight, fight. When you're a new player, you're at a disadvantage. If you don't want to fight, then just parlay. If they follow you, change sessions. It's not really too big of a deal usually. You might have to change sessions a time or two, but you'll find a session where nobody's killing anybody and you can kind of be peaceful and do your thing. I would just say don't be discouraged if you get killed once. It happens to me even now. Even now I get shot, I get killed. Like, I just parlay and move on or change sessions. It's not a big deal. I never let somebody dictate to me how I'm going to play this game. If I'm in the mood to fight, I'll fight back. If I'm not in the mood to fight, I'll parlay or switch sessions. Like, if I'm doing something. People get mad and people will get mad and try to goad you into fight. I'm like, why would I let some stranger tell me what to do? All right, jump from a horse to a moving wagon. Non-player enemy has shot off. We could probably do that in Thieves Landing, maybe. And that's going to be it for the general dailies, because I'm not going to do these three. I would have done these two again. I would have done top 3. That's easy in Takeover. Actually, you just have to be on the winning team, I think. Or you might get it anyway, because if there's just 2 teams, you might actually automatically get that one. I forget. It gets bugged. Now, if you're like in Plunder, where there's multiple teams, then you would have to be in the top 3. But like that one's not a hard one to get. And then Player Kills and Deadeye is not too hard at all either. You just have to be in Deadeye when you kill them. So, but then the melee ones are kind of pain. Like, ugh, they're kind of a pain because everybody's trying to shoot you with guns and you're like trying to melee them. How do you parlay? So when somebody kills you on PlayStation, I think it's square. I'm not gonna swear. It'll actually pop up in like the bottom right hand part of the screen. So where my horse's nose is pointing, I think is where it pops up. And you have the option to parlay or feud. I think I can't remember. It's been a while. It's too bad nobody's here that can kill me and I can show you. But yeah, you just hit whatever button, whatever platform you're on. So I don't know if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. I think it pops up in the bottom right hand corner. Again, it's one of those things where it happens to me so often I just don't like, in the past, like I just don't pay attention to where it is. But it's like a prompt. You'll be given a prompt, basically. But it's kind of off to the side, so it's not like in the middle of the screen or anything. And then when you parlay, it's going to respawn you a little ways away. So, like, you can get away from that person. You can ride somewhere else. Is it triangle on PlayStation? Yeah, it could be triangle. There's definitely 2 things there. And I know one of them's parlay. Oh, press charges. Press charges is square, right? So press charges is square on PlayStation and parlay is triangle. That makes sense. I think it's square for morning, Troy. How's it going? Okay, I just rubbed my eye. Give me a second here because my contact just kind of like jacked up. Shoot, I think I'm gonna have to go. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. I'm probably getting to the point where I need to switch these contacts out, but I think I only have one left, so I'm kind of like holding out as long as possible. I'm home from work today. I got a really sore throat. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's just a little sore throat that goes away quickly and you don't actually get sick. My boyfriend just got sick too. It's going around. It's this time of year, I swear. This time of year, kids go back to school. Everybody's like back out. It's busy. Like everybody brings the germs. Hey, Press, thank you so much. That's so kind of you to say. Glad you're hanging out. I can be a little bit of background noise for you while you're doing some dailies. I do the same thing with people that I watch, although I haven't been able to do it too much lately, but I'll like hop on for collecting and I'll throw a stream up. So even if I don't chat, just know sometimes I'm lurking in there if you guys stream. Sometimes I'm in a lurking mood. I'm not in a chatty mood. Oh, this eye is giving me a fit, man. Okay. All right, let me do some bounties here. We got New Hanover poster, so we can do New Hanover and Bolus for sure. The posse member one doesn't work anyway, even if there was a posse member. So we're gonna do... I'm gonna go to Emerald. That's just my favorite. I don't feel sick. I just can't swallow, and it's hard to eat. Oof. Do you think you... like... I hate to say it, but do you think you might have strep? Because, like, I feel like with strep, you don't feel too sick. You just, like, have a really sore throat and maybe, like, a mild fever. Like, for me, I know I have strep if my throat's sore and I have, like, a 99.1 temperature. Oh, you're welcome, Jay. Certain mouthwash makes my throat that way. Interesting. Wonder if it must be something in the mouthwash. I use an alcohol-free one. I don't think the mouthwash that has alcohol in it are super good for you, but that's just like my personal opinion. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some bounties. Oh, we might get to demonstrate that parlay right now. Don't know. I know the left side of my throat is really sore if I push on it. I would, if you can... I'm sure you know how to deal with a sore throat, but I was like, I would grab a flashlight and like do the like in the mirror and like look at the back of your throat. And if you see any white at all, like go get it cultured. You could just have a cold. You could just have like a little cold. I just know like I never feel super terrible when I have strep. My throat's really sore and it's hard to swallow or hard to eat anything. And that doesn't go away on its own. Like strep is the thing where like you have to go get something for strep. It's not going to just go away. I should have done an infamous bounty. What am I doing? I thought we might get shot there. Oh, it sounded like an explosion behind me. Oh, I forgot I'm in defensive mode now though. It does actually make it a little bit harder for them. Sometimes people just use like a dynamite arrow or whatever. Hey, Dayton. Welcome, welcome. I never had my tonsils out, so maybe they're acting up. Yeah, I still have my tonsils too, which I'm surprised. So, like, I know I used to get strep when I was a kid, for sure, because I can, like, recall specific times as well. But then when I brought it up to my mom once, she's like, no, Matt's the one that got strep a lot. And I'm sure he did too, like, I don't remember. Because I thought, like, in my mind, I was like, I got strep so much, like, I'm surprised I still have my tonsils. I mean, it just became clock. Like, I would know when I had strep. Like, throat would be sore, 99.1 temp. I was like, yep, I got the strep. But I haven't gotten it, like, as an adult. Like, after, like, once you hit a certain age, like, you don't... I feel like adults just don't get it as much. If you do, what is it, like, shingles? Or whatever? Turns into shingles, or is shingles, or I don't know. So I would say, like, the last time I can remember getting it is as a teenager, I think. I don't think I've gotten it as an adult. Maybe once or twice. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Stop, whiskey, abort. All right, let me look at a map. Appreciate the lurk, Ducky. I hope you are enjoying your... Ooh, he's going up. Oh, he's going to the... He's going here, I think. Well, this is unfortunate. I hope you enjoy the college football. See if we can do a little sneaky sneak through here. Huh, what's tingling? Almost as well grab it. Yeah, so I still have my tonsils too. I get a sore throat occasionally, but like not that all. I am actually not sick that often anymore, which is great. This is the Breton. This is the steel gray Breton. This cute little dapply butt. Very chonky, just like the gypsy cob. Still tingling back there. Interesting. Oh, maybe he's not going to the... He's not going to the... He kept going. Okay, he's going up here. Oh, no. Maybe... Wait. He must be... Maybe he's in the cave? I bet you he's in the cave. Now the question is, can we get... Yep, we can get up the other side over here. Nice. Hey, K-World. How's it going? Appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, I used to get, like, respiratory stuff all the time. Like, when I was, I don't want to say younger, but even in, like, my early 20s, I used to get respiratory stuff super often. Yeah, he's 100% in here. And I just, like, am generally much healthier now than I used to be. Which is nice. Now, I do think my immune system probably has gone down because I don't work with kids anymore. But I still haven't gotten sick lately. I'll get like little, like the most that's gonna typically happen to me. Shoot, I was trying to pull out my shotgun. Is I have like a really finicky stomach, so like my stomach will be upset often, but it's like not like anything major. All right, we're going in. No machete, guys, please. I remember to bolus this guy. Excuse me, sir. Oh, rude. Give me my bolus back. That was one of the expensive ones.
We're not having that.
Come on, Clyde. I think your name was Clyde. Yeah, Clyde Turner. Let's go. Sir? I'm a strong woman. I can pick you up.
Ah, good lord.
I like the cops with their furry hooves. Yes. Actually, the Breton have the feathers too, I believe. I wish they had a Frisian in the game. It's like my favorite in real life. Yeah, he's got some feathering.
I'm gonna make you regret this, you dumb piece of shit.
All right. Oh, prison wagon. Not Annisburg, really? Okay. We'll do it. Oh, I need to go pick up some hay. I don't think I got hay, and I need to make golden cookies for my buddy.
Shit.
My doctor told me because I have O blood, I have a good resistance to stuff. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never heard that before. I have A blood, so like that wouldn't track for me. I'm like A positive. I'm like the most common blood type on the planet. A positive. I'm pretty sure. I actually haven't donated blood in a while. I used to donate quite frequently. It can be tricky for me to donate. Actually, right now, I'm not even sure I would be able to donate. I have to get my blood work done again. Like, my blood work's always excellent, but the last time I had it done, which admittedly now is like 1.5 to 2 years ago, my iron saturation was a little bit low for the first time in my entire life. And I don't know if that's corrected itself. I don't know if that was just like a one-off. Like, I don't know, maybe... I don't know what would cause your iron saturation to be low, but it was like really low. I was like, I probably should have followed up on that. My doctor didn't follow up on it either, though. Welcome to the medical system. My doctor didn't give me any suggestions. They didn't be like, let's follow up in 3 months. So I guess they weren't too concerned about it. But like when I look at my blood, like I can go pull it up on Quest, and I'm like, yep, that's pretty low. It's in the red. I don't know.
I sure hope this one ain't a
I got the blood anyone can use, but I can only use O negative. So you're universal donor.
I suggest you buy yourself a drink.
And O negative is the... Oh, O negative. O is one of the O's... Oh, no, AB is the universal... One of them can accept all the blood, and one of them can donate to everybody. I think O is the one that can donate. Like, anybody can take O blood, right, or something? No, how does that work? I'm not sure. I'm pulling from my old knowledge from, like, early school in the, 20 years ago. Universal donor, universal recipient or something. I can't remember. But I can't remember which one is which. Although O, I think, is the one. Because even if you watch medical shows, they always get the O blood. If they don't know somebody's blood type. If they don't have, like, their specific blood type. And is it AB that can only accept... Like, that's, like, the most strict one. They can only accept... I can't remember. There's one that, like, is real tricky. Like, they can't accept anything like their own or something. It's been a little while. I have that horse model, my single player Frisian. Ah, so jealous. I, like, look at all the stuff people do in, like, the Red M stuff and the Trails one, and, like, the modded servers and all the, like, beautiful horses and the fact that they can have, like, foals and stuff, and I'm just like, ah, I'm jealous. Only O negative can take O negative. Okay, so you're the one that's, like, yeah, that's, like, like, one of the stricter ones. Okay, so that was probably one of my bounties and one of the bolus. Sweet. Let's go to... Just go to Van Horn. Actually, Emeralds... Well, we could go either way, but we'll go to Van Horn. I remember one, so I've got like a vein on the side of my arm that I'm always like, if I donate blood, I'm like, take from this one. And I had someone insist once and she's like, oh no, there's a really good one right here. Like on, so if you hold your arm out straight, like an up, like in the middle part, she's like, I feel a really good vein in there. I was like, no, I was like, they've tried to take from there before and it like stops, like you won't get a full donation. I was like, this one on the side, and I'm pointing to the one on the side here. I'm like, I was like, that's the good one. I was like, that's the one they can get a full donation from. And she's like, no, I was like, she's like, this is a really like, and like she checks that one and she's like, no, this one here is a really good vein. I will never again let them try to get a full donation from that one. I don't care how good the vein feels. I'm have done enough donations to know what works for my body. I'm not, it's like, I feel like people like that just want to be right. Like she thought I was like knew more than her. I was like trying to tell her how to do her job. And I was like, no, I'm not trying to tell you. I'm sure it's a perfectly great vein. I was like, I'm just telling you, they've tried to take from that really good vein before and it never works. And she's like, well, I'm going to prove them wrong and I'm going to get a full donation from this vein here. And guess what, bitch? She did not get a full donation. It was very sluggish. She had to keep moving the needle around. I ended up, my arm was like so bruised and like jacked up from that. And I didn't donate again for a while because it hurt so much. And she was like literally fishing the needle around trying to get the like the blood flow started again. Sorry if you're squeamish about blood. I'll stop talking about it. But yeah, I was pretty bad afterward. And now never again. If they refuse to take from the one I point to, I'm just gonna be like, okay, thank you for your time, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be like, it's not worth the pain. And if you don't get a full donation, like it's unusable, which is a shame. So. My mom had issues with collapse veins. Yeah, that's an issue. I don't know what it is with that one that they can't like. I don't know. It's obviously not that good of a vein. I think depending on like probably how well I'm eating, just being plant-based and like my iron levels have always been fine. So I know people will be like, oh, the reason why your iron is jacked up is because you don't eat meat. And that's not true at all. Like there's a lot of iron rich sources in plants. And my iron, I've been vegan for probably 15 years at least now. And I've never had an issue at all. And actually a lot of my blood work has only gotten better over time. My vitamin D has actually gone up. Like as an omnivore, my vitamin D levels were super low because I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not, and I'm not even out in the sun more now. I just think that I take a good multivitamin now that's just for like, it's tailored for people who are plant-based. So it's minimalist. I don't believe in taking like something that has like 8 billion things in it you don't need. So it's really just like vitamin D, K2, iodine, magnesium, zinc, and selenium. That's it. And then it's got some omegas in there. So it's a pretty simple one. It doesn't have a lot of stuff in it. I want to do this one, but I feel like this is going to be the 4-person one, and I'm going to be sad. Braytech, how's it going? I'm not sure if I actually said hi. Like, I feel like I said hi in my brain, but I don't know if I said hi out loud. But yeah, I've definitely had times before where I haven't been able to donate just because, like, I haven't been able to give like a full. And there's sometimes when I've donated when I've given too fast, and I've actually passed out once before because I was donating too fast. So I've had times where I can't donate fast enough, and I have times where I've donated too fast, and like, I don't know. It's probably just like how healthy or like how well I'm doing at that particular moment, I guess. I don't know. I've been taking a break from Red Dead. I haven't played in about 3 weeks. Loot the robber and find the evidence. Oh, I wanted to stab him in the neck. I know, I'm sorry. I was trying to get the one from behind. Like, sneak up on the one from behind, and she's like, no, I'm just gonna slash you a couple times. My favorite execution one is actually when you have the bow and arrow, and you, like, stab him with the arrow. They got some pretty good, things in here for that. I'm sorry, sir. Alright, go to the Van Horn Mansion. Is he gonna be suspicious that my horse is just standing out there? Grab this card, don't mind if I do. It's definitely nothing wrong with taking a break, for sure. Even like last night, I did not log on and do that daily. I was just so tired. And you know what? That's okay. That is okay. Actually, in my free time, just to like de-stress, I've been playing a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've never taken a bounty alive. I'll kill him or I'll take him alive. It just depends on how easy or hard it is. I don't care about killing him at this point because I have plenty of money.
You stupid bastards, let him find you.
Excuse me, sir.
Lord. Untime you right now.
No.
What's it worth to set me loose, huh?
No. Oh, I got such a long timer. It's true. I've had NPCs be so terrible on the back, or like bounties be so terrible on the back of my horse. I've had to like stop, pull over, and either kill them or like pull them off my horse and like knock them out. Because I'm like, I can't listen to you anymore. Oh, particularly the legendary bounty with the guy who sets fire to everything. Dude, that guy's such a whiner. I can't listen to him. I have to knock him out if I don't kill him. I'm like, shut the hell up, dude. I forget what his name is. You know, I don't think I want to go through Van Horn to get to Annisburg, because I feel like maybe his buddies are in there. We might get shot. We're going to take the train tracks. Hey, Jess. Oh, no! I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little bunny. Little bunny foo-foo. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Disney Dreamlight just because I've been so I'm not even like... I've definitely been more stressed out. I'm not like super stressed out. I'm just like mentally fatigued right now, if that makes sense. Like my job is already a high volume like workload during our busy times, which is, you know, 10 months out of 12 it's a very high busy load. I work for a department that is very heavy travel and purchasing travel, or purchasing just like a very high amount. So my job's already very busy and very demanding, and then adding on my coworker's job to it, and her job is the same thing. It's just extremely high workload. And I'm still learning it, and I don't know how to do everything, so some things take longer and I have to like figure out how to do it. So just like, I don't have any other way to describe it other than at the end of the day I'm mentally fatigued, because there's no break at all. Like, yes, I'm breaking for lunch, so for 30 minutes, but like right now I'm doing school stuff, so even then my brain's not really getting too much of a break. It's just like for 8 hours straight almost, my brain is just like engaged in so many tasks that at the end of the day I just like don't even want to do, like I don't want to think about anything at the end of the day. And so Disney Dreamlight's kind of just like a cozy game that's like you don't have to think about too much. All right, I'm gonna go to Thieves Landing and try for the enemy player hats. Let's go to Manzanita. There are a couple coins around we could get. Oh, I should have gone to Blackwater and then just gone. We're gonna have to go up, down, and around now, which is fine. I don't like that old lady. Oh, it's not my fault bad things happen to me. It's not my fault. Yeah, she's annoying too. I'm a good girl, aren't I? Yeah, I just smack them over and over again. It's kind of satisfying. This one's such a pain in the ass to get. Hello? There you go. Yeah, I hate... So here's a pet peeve of mine. And this being said, there are definitely some movies that I enjoy that sort of do this. Like Maleficent, I thought was pretty good. I don't like it when they take the bad guy from a Disney movie or whatever, a villain, and then give you a backstory that tries to make you feel bad for them and all the awful, and like make you understand why they did all the awful things that they did. And I'm like, no, don't make me feel bad for this person. I do not care what happened in their life. Obviously, you know, you care what happens in somebody's life, but it doesn't matter what happened to them. That doesn't give you permission or an excuse to be evil. I'm sorry. I don't care what happened to you. I don't care what happened. There are people that have gone through the most horrendous shit you'll never even be able to imagine. Like next level horrendous, you know, kidnapped, raped, molested, tortured, you know, stuff that you only could think of in your nightmares. And they've gone through it. And what do when they're free and later and they get out of it? They help people and they do good in this world because they've seen evil. Like, you have a choice. Don't pretend that your circumstances are the reason why you should be allowed to be rude, at the very least, and actually evil and commit crimes, you know, at the worst. It's not an excuse. You can choose. So yeah, I hate that. Yeah, Maleficent was actually pretty well done, but like any movie that, like, I'm trying to think of some examples and I can't right now because I just don't like them that much, but it's like, oh, we're gonna give you, like, I don't know. Look, okay, here's an example, and I probably will like them when I watch them. I have not watched Wicked, and I haven't read the book Wicked either, but it's sort of the same concept. They're taking and giving you the other side. They're changing the story, though, honestly, as well. They're giving you the other side of why the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, why, you know, blah, blah, blah. She was misunderstood. She was whatever. In Wizard of Oz, okay? She's an evil character. I don't care what her backstory is. She is currently evil. You know, she's trying to do bad things. Okay? I don't care what happened to you in the past. I don't want somebody to try to make me sympathetic for, oh, well, she's justified in... No, bitch, you're not justified in doing the things, okay? You're not justified. Did I think I had 10 of whatever the coin was, yeah. And to me, I don't like that. It's like trying to make an excuse for somebody when they're a terrible person. It's like when somebody's, you know, being terrible to you in real life, you know, or bullying you or being terrible in your real life. Oh, well, you know, we should be sympathetic and listen and understand because they've had kind of a hard life. No, having a hard life does not just, especially, you know, especially if I wasn't involved in your hard life, doesn't justify you being a horrible person to somebody you don't even know. Like, I hear that so much in when we get, like, griefed or there's something happening in the online, you know, arena when it comes to this game. Oh, you know, well, somebody's bullying you in the game. Like, they have a really tough life and, like, bad things have happened to them. Well, they're the one choosing now to put that out in the world. They could choose to do some good and try to make, you know, change things around. So it's not an excuse to be a terrible person. I'm sorry. It's not. And again, I'm sorry for whatever happened to you in your life. I'm sorry for the things you're having to go through. I'm sorry that you feel I have no control. I hope that things get better, but it's no excuse for treating people poorly. It just isn't. Yeah, again, now, Cruella was a good movie. I liked it, but I don't like it in the context of, hey, a quartz. I don't like it in the context of, that must not be the one I need. It was the one I needed. Nice. Look at that. I'm up to 7 arrowhead sets. That's excellent. I don't like it in the context of thinking about 101 Dalmatians. To me, it's a separate character in a whole different movie. Like, if I think about it in the kind, like, if they went on and then she was the character in 101 Dalmatians, I was be like, I don't give a shit what your backstory is. You now are trying to kill puppies for your fur coat, okay? You don't get a pass. I play a female tune and hear the hillbilly guys yell, shoot her in the tits. Sometimes they yell the most obscene stuff for your female characters. Like people trying to say Charles Manson was a victim. Yeah, anybody that's like, yeah. I don't like it when they try to make you feel bad for a villain. Sorry. Don't care what your backstory was. You're a villain, you're evil, like, you know. If you feel genuinely bad and you try to make up the things you've done, like, yeah, sure, let's, you know, have a life change. But, yeah, I don't care. You could have chosen to do anything else. You could have chosen to go out and do good in the world, to help people, you know, to maybe something happened to you terrible in your life that you could have gone and try to make it so that other people didn't have to experience that because you had to experience that pain. Like, you know, plenty of things you could have done. Cruella did make me think she was actually a good character. That was just her backstory. Yeah. Don't stop. Keep going. Just looking at my map here. I think it's hilarious because Gypsy and I don't agree on characters either. Like, we're just polar opposites on everything. So he tends to like the more, like, morally gray, like, anti-hero type characters. And I'm not saying they can't have some redeeming value or I don't like some of them. But I just tend to like the good guy, the person that chooses to do good no matter what the circumstances are, more than somebody who's, like, for example, now, I like Loki now in the MCU, but I didn't like him for a long time. Like, well before other people were like, yeah, I like him now. Like, I still did not like Loki. But, you know, he redeems himself in the end, sort of. I actually haven't finished the second season or third season. I can't remember which one came out. But I know he does because I know what happens. This must be near the tree. I rode way by it. To me, the best is Puny God. Oh, we're getting eaten. Nope. I was trying to get a headshot with the revolver, but we were mauled by the cougar. I should just let it eat me and then come back because it could have been a 3-star. Where the heck is this collectible? I'm definitely not in the right spot. Why did a red X pop up behind me? Horse? Alright, where'd you go, kitty? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, look, he's eating my body. Is he eating my body? Oh, he's like hunkered down there. I'm offended. Well, yeah, Loki was always an anti-hero. Loki was never like a full-out villain, although he did come to Earth and try to kill a bunch of people and take over, so sort of villain. But he was never like the villainous villain. Like, he was always kind of the anti-hero. But like, I still didn't like him until much later. Even when he helped Thor a little bit, like, to me, there was always like that edge of he's gonna betray him. So yeah, those are just not my favorite type of characters. My favorite character in MCU is still Captain America. You know, still Steve Rogers. And the reason is because, and I've talked about this before, you know, Steve was this puny little guy from Brooklyn, right? I think he's from Brooklyn. He's somewhere in New York. Who couldn't really stand up and fight anybody, but he still did. He still stood up for what was right. He still tried to do the right thing. Even when he knew he was going to get beat up or he wasn't going to be able to do anything. Like, he still tried to do it. He, you know, and he had a character arc where he learned to relax a little bit, and that not everything's black and white, because life's not black and white. There are definitely gray situations, 100%. So he had, like, I thought he had a really good character arc too. But I liked that like, when he couldn't do anything about it, he still tried to do the right thing. And those I always like those characters much more than, you know, the anti-hero, you know, type character that does the right thing, but like, not, I don't know. It's not that I don't like those characters. I just don't like them as much, usually. Hey, Cassie, how's it going? Dirty Harry was a good anti-hero. Yeah, and again, there are some anti-heroes that, like, I understand, but, like, I don't know. You should watch Wicked. I think it fleshes out the Wicked Witch of the West a little bit more. At the end of the day, though, I'm still probably going to think of it as a separate thing. I'm not going to think of it as she being the villain in The Wizard of Oz, because you're taking a story. I guess this is the thing too. You're bastardizing a story to give a backstory that never happened. Does that make sense? Like, in the story, you know, the wizard may not have been like the all-knowing, all-powerful, blah blah blah, but he wasn't like the evil, like, behind the scenes. Like, you're creating a backstory that didn't exist to try to explain why the characters acted the way they did. And I don't know, that bothers me a little bit when you take source material, like in a story that was written, and then you add to it in a way that wasn't part of the original intention. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what she's going to do with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe with the Narnia series. But I already don't like it because she's doing a female Aslan. And that is so anti, like, the whole point of the story, that it bothers me. You're, like, trying to change. Like, just write your own. I guess that's, at the end of the day, that's me. I'm like, just write your own story. Write your own original story. You know, don't try to change something that was, like... I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I just think of why she wanted those ruby slippers made more sense too. Yeah. But I think even in the Wicked series, the wizard was like the evil mastermind, right? Or like the evil behind the scenes kind of thing. Again, I haven't watched them. I know they're coming. I will probably watch them before the second one drops, and then I'll watch, or after the second one drops, and then I'll watch the second one. All right, I need to go do a resupply. Oh, actually, let me go to Thieves. Let me do a resupply first, because I might get enemies' hats that I can shoot off. It snowed where you live, really? You guys having winter right now? I saw a review of the new Red Sonja movie. Looks horrid. I don't know which one that is. Whoop. Is my camp always down here? Doop, doop, doop. I just want to enjoy the classics, you know? I need you to try to introduce something that wasn't part of the original. Just to create a new story. Like, just create your own new story. I guess that's it at the end of the day. Look at Snow White, what a disaster. I actually didn't mind Snow White. I feel like people are a little bit... I definitely feel like sometimes it's justified, but I don't know in this case. Now, the actor and what the actor said, I think was laughable. I don't actually think the movie was as bad as some people said it was. I thought there were some good elements to the movie, honestly. And I'm not usually one for, again, like... I would probably not watch it again, of course. Oh, the Conan universe. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've seen a preview for that. Yeah, I know you're in Australia. I was like, I don't know. You could have areas that get snow. I don't know too much about Australia. I know you have a winter, like you go through a winter. Because I watch a streamer who's in Australia, and there's times where it's really cold there when it's there, like winter, quote unquote. Do I play Red Dead in a private lobby? I do not. Okay, I'm gonna say Snape's probably... To me, Snape is, like, not the villain. And I don't even know that I consider him an anti-hero. I just feel like... let me read your whole thing. I'm hoping that they flesh out more of the Marauders bullies Severus Snape more in the series, since there will be some people out there that will take what the Marauders were racist. Yes. I think that the choice of actor was a horrendous choice for Snape in the HBO series because it adds a racial element that wasn't in the original source material. And I think it just complicates things in a way that you're like, oh, these rich white guys were bullying this poor black kid. And I just think that wasn't part of the original story. And you're adding an element that doesn't need to be there. The story is amazing. And I want to see the stories from the books fleshed out more. I'm not saying that's not an important story to tell, but it's not part of the Harry Potter series. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was stupid. But also, getting back to the whole anti-hero, hero, like, thing, or whatever, I love Snape. I think he's an amazing character. And because I don't really consider him... The things that he had to do because he was a double agent, because he was undercover. Now, I know book Snape is way more horrendous than movie Snape, and most people like Snape because of movie Snape, and I understand that. Because book Snape is a horrible person. But at the same time, this is going to be exact opposite of what I just said before about I don't care about your backstory, you can still choose to do good in the world. I think he was choosing to do good, and because of how he had to do that, meaning he had to play this double agent, he had to do these horrible things even if he didn't want to. Now if he was that way and acting that horrible on his own because of the things that happened to him, then I would have an issue with it. I'd be like, just because you were bullied in the past doesn't give you the right to treat Harry terribly because his dad was mean to you. Like, grow up and be an adult. But to me, it was like all part of the cover, if that makes sense, of having to pretend because there were people everywhere that could see what he's doing and report back. You know, so he had to be this terrible person. Now, again, he could have been that terrible person without being an undercover agent. Like, maybe there was no Voldemort, maybe he like really was dead, and in which case I would not like the character in those circumstances. But I think like the circumstances of like, you know, him having to do this to keep his cover and the sacrifices that he made. Like, I know people don't think it, they just see Snape as like this horrible person, but think about, he basically sacrificed his entire life to this cause, to defeating Voldemort at that point. That was his entire existence up until he died. And you can tell he didn't want to do these things. Like, if you think about, obviously Alan Rickman was a genius and did like such an amazing job for the character. But if you think about the scene in the movies specifically, you know, where they're at the table and the Muggle Studies professor is basically suspended above the table and being tortured. You can tell he wants to stop that, but he can't. He literally can't. If he does, his cover is blown, and he needs to. And I could never do it. I don't understand people who are able to do that, but I get it. They were in war. They had to defeat this person. It was going to kill, you know, everybody basically, except, or even his followers he killed. So it's one of those things where like, I hate it and I don't understand it and I don't think I could be able to do it, but I understand why he did it, sort of a thing. I hate it when they rewrite a story to fit modern moral standings. See, I'd rather them just write a new story, you know? Like, for me, like, don't mess with the classics what somebody wrote in the past. which a lot of them are still very relevant to today if you get off your phone and read a book. And just write an original, write a story that you want to tell. And I think that's the point, too, that a lot of people make when you change the race of a character unnecessarily in movie. There absolutely should be representation of all different people, all different cultures, you know, everything out there. But write a... and people of other, you know, nationality, whatever, they all want this. They all say the same thing. They're like, I want a story written for me, like, for my character. I don't want you to change a character I know to be my race or my culture or my nationality just to give me, like, write an original, like, write something amazing, create something amazing, do an amazing movie. Like, we need more of that, you know? And less of just, oh, we're going to take this movie that everybody knows that's been done a million times and we're just going to change the race of a character and somehow that's going to be representative of this person and this culture. I don't know. I don't buy it. I prefer movie Snape over book Snape. Yes. Hey, Aiden. Same. I mean, of course again, Alan Rickman did the character, you know, such justice. Like he did it so well. And I feel like movie Snape is who I want book Snape to be. Like who I think that's what J.K. Rowling wanted book Snape to be, honestly. It was such a good casting. And the fact that, you know, she gave him insight as to why he was doing the things he was able to subtly, like, act in the... So you would understand at the end why he did the things that he did. What's this thing called? A book? What's a book? I got a Discord server for those who want to play in one, trying to create a community. That's cool. I may have missed a little bit of chat. Sorry. I do play in a private lobby on PC. They cut out my favorite song from the original Snow White, one song that the Prince sang. Ooh. Yeah, I don't... Which one? They did take out a lot of the stuff there, which I didn't like. I thought some of the stuff was good. I thought the stuff with Dopey was really good. Really well done. Yeah, was it an exact representation of the original Snow White? No. Did I think there was some good stuff in it? Yes. Did I think it was the best movie out there? Absolutely not. But I don't think it was as bad as some people said. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I need to scroll up a little bit. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Usually on the mountains. Sure, I really rarely get snow, but it's occasionally. Now you could go out and play in the snow a little bit. It's just like a dusting, maybe. I lost my phone. Hope you find it. I spoke about it to my mom and she thinks that they could have chose that actor to try to separate Alan Rickman's Snape from the series Snape. Like, I get that 100%. I just think I'm curious I'm curious how they're going to deal with the racial aspect, because Harry Potter is not a book that there's a guy I follow too that gives a really good speech as to why he thinks that it's a really bad idea to have I'm not sure how to say his last name, be Snape in the series. But you've now introduced something that has to be dealt with. And how are you going to deal with it in the context? You're going to have to change elements of the book, right? You're going to have to change elements of the book, or you can't deal with that issue that you've introduced. That is an unnecessary issue that you've introduced into the series. And like I said before, it's not that it's not an important issue. It's not that it shouldn't be addressed, but it shouldn't be addressed in this book series or in this movie series covering this book, because it wasn't part of the books. And how are you going to address that and it not be a mess? I think they're going to make a mess of it, honestly. I think they're going to make an entire mess of it, and it's not going to help anything.
Well, something's better
Ooh,
than
pizza, nice. Ooh, I want to make a pizza today too. Yeah, so unless this is not, I don't think this is made up, because I've looked into it before. So he was the only one that knew the reason why he was doing what he was doing. Like, she let him in on the secret of, I forget exactly how she phrased. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It could have just been about his love for Harry's mom. Or possibly it could have been that he was really on the side of good, like he wasn't actually a spy for Voldemort. Because I think when they first started the movies, was the last book out? I don't think the last book was out. Okay, so... Okay, so J.K. Rowling told Alan Rickman what lies behind the word always. So she basically told him how the story was going to work out. So he was the only one who knew what Snape's motivations were, whether or not he was really... Because my friend and I had a debate going on all through the books as to whether or not Snape was a villain or on the side of good. And I proclaimed his goodness all the way up through the end, where I said that I felt that he was really on the side of Dumbledore. So the debate was, is he pretending to be Dumbledore's spy, or is he pretending to be Voldemort's spy? That was kind of the debate. If you haven't read the Harry Potter books, I'm sorry, they're old at this point. So spoiler alert, we've ruined it for you. But yeah, so she told him he was the only one that knew that. And so as the amazing actor that he is, he was able to put that into his acting. And I think that's why we like, partially why we like movie Snape better. Yeah. Pizza Hut used to make Cajun pizza. It was my favorite pizza I ever had. Ooh, I don't remember Cajun pizza from Pizza Hut. But again, I'm not a spicy person. Maybe a little bit of a spicy personality, but not a spicy eating person. Oh my gosh, the Rings of Power or whatever is awful. Now, to be fair, I haven't watched the second season. I think they came out, but the first season was so terrible. Like I can't bring myself to watch the second season, even though people say it's better. But like, I feel like they just did such a terrible job. They tried way too hard. I got a 2 out of 10 on IMDb. Is that Snow White? I don't often pay attention too much to stuff like that because sometimes that's, I'm gonna say politically motivated. Sometimes reviews and stuff are just not really that accurate, and like, sometimes it's like, for example, do you guys have hats on? I'm trying to get your hat, sir. There you go. Oh, actually, give me my pump. You have a hat too. I don't know if that's gonna count. Give me my pump shotgun. That actually works really good for hats. Ghost of Yote will probably get really bad reviews because it's gonna get review bombed because people are babies. Nope, that just killed him. In story, the pump works so good. Oh my god, are you on a piebald Hungarian? Get out of here. Oh no, it's gonna die. I had to save you. Ghost of Yote will get review bombed because men are babies. There's a lot of fragile egos out there. Can't handle a female protagonist. I'm not faring very well in the hats right now. That would have done a hat. Fortunately, he's not wearing a hat. All right, have I gotten any? Oh, 2 out of 3. Okay. There's a blue dot down there now, which I'm trying to do something, so it's kind of a pain, but... Whiskey's like, what the heck? You replaced me. Whiskey, you're still my bestest boy. It's proper snow. My mom said she would have grounded me if I was younger because I threw 5 snowballs at her. Nice. What's everyone's favorite pizza? I'm like a pretty simple person. I like a cheese pizza with black olives on it. Yeah. She had to finish 5 books, books 5 and up. Okay, I thought that the movies came out before she had finished them. My favorite pizza is garlic sauce with bacon, mushrooms, and diced tomatoes. Nice. Not a big mushroom person. Garlic prawn. I have no sense of taste at the moment, but it seems good. I am horse snapping. I am horse snapping. Look at this cute little girl. Or are you a boy? I don't even know. No, you look like a girl. Excuse me, I need enemies. I need one more hat. And hopefully they're riding out the other side. I'm gonna ride down this way and see if we can get us a reset. I love mushrooms. I don't mind like mushroom flavored stuff, and I can do like mushrooms if they're all ground up, but I don't like whole, like biting into a mushroom. It's a texture thing. Oh, you are a boy. You are a boy. What a good boy. Can I feed you? I cannot. I hate this about the online. If I get a horse like this, I can't actually feed them anything, so I gotta let him go, because he'll starve. Hey, buddy, you were a good one. I don't even think I can... I can't even brush you. Such a travesty. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. It's rare that you see them on the Hungarians. Beans, I'm on PlayStation. I play most games on console. I'm just more comfortable, especially with my fidgeting, on a controller than keyboard and mouse. Now, that being said, like, Phasmophobia is so much easier on keyboard and mouse. But I do play it on console now because, again, just easier. I'm usually in party chat with either my boyfriend or my friends. And so it's easy even if I'm on a separate game. And I do like controller. I understand the texture thing. I can't stand the texture of rice and pasta. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they don't like the texture of rice. Pasta I could kind of get because it's got like it's got like that mushy type texture. I would be so sad. Rice, and I eat so much rice. I'm the opposite. I only play on PC. Yeah, I have a couple games that I have Lego Lord of the Rings right now I can play on PC. I was playing Phasmophobia on... My PC is not a gaming PC, though, so I can't really play anything. Like, I have Red Dead on there, but it can't play it well. PC does support controller, though, and Discord also supports game chat for consoles. Yeah, but all of my friends are on console. So, like... Not every PC game has controller support, either. So, like, even if I switch over to that, even though Discord has game... Like, my friends are all on... It's not as... It's so much easier to just be in a party chat if we're all on console. I don't think these guys respawned yet. That's a bummer. You guys respawn down here? No. Okay. Are you gonna just ride out and come back? I don't like the texture of coconut. Me either. Coconut has such a weird texture. I hate biting into it. I'm so used to keyboard and mouse I can't use controller. Yeah. I mean, I can't use keyboard and mouse like comfortably for like Fortnite, for example. I'd have to practice a lot. Even though I've used keyboard and mouse to play video games, being able to do the movements on controller or on keyboard and mouse, even though you have a lot more control with aiming and stuff, I'd have to like practice the movement and the jump and everything, just the hand movements. One of the issues is I'm such a fidgeter that like when I'm playing, like literally, so this is obviously isn't a mouse, but this would be me with a mouse like all the time. This is what you would see, because I have to take my hand off the controller sometimes, because like, again, I would just be fidgeting with the mouse. I would just be like all over the place when I'm in that type of a headspace. So I've done it before. I've played a Fortnite before with the keyboard and mouse, and like control is all over the place because I'm fidgeting with my hand on the mouse, and I can't really take my hand off the mouse. I've played Red Dead with keyboard and mouse, and again, yeah, it's just so much easier on a like riding a horse on a controller is just so much easier in my opinion. So much more relaxed, I guess. Look, I'm riding away and coming back. Why aren't you respawning? I'm definitely riding far enough out. It's so weird. Yeah, it's so easy, much easier to be on party chat with console. The Discord is so much more difficult, in my opinion. I do use a wheel for my racing games. That makes sense. It's probably a lot better than keyboard and mouse. John, I was on a different channel, was also playing Red Dead. Nice. I imagine there's a lot of us out there. I can't stand Discord. I don't mind Discord for like just chatting and stuff, but I don't like it when I'm trying to do like audio, video stuff on there. I just need one more hat, please. There, they're back. See if I can do a little... Whoops. Sorry. I need somebody else with a hat, please. Why you guys don't wear hats? There we go. There we go. Okay. So in story mode, there's a challenge where you have to like shoot a certain number of people's hats off without like reloading maybe or something. I can't remember. It's something that's a little bit tricky. Valentine, there's always guys hanging out at the train station, and the pump shotgun actually works really good. No dead eye. And you just aim up for the top part of the hat. And I guess because it's their spread, bullet spread, because it's shotgun shells, it actually works really well. It wasn't even red. I thought for sure that was going to hit the hat. It was like, no, blast his head off. Sorry. Did you see the racing setup we have? We have a 15K racing game setup. Interesting. Do you do a lot of racing games? All right, Whiskey, I don't think we're being followed. All right, so I have to jump onto a wagon. One more tarot card. Let me go do a story mission. I'll play with the band for 2 minutes and then I'll do a story mission. I got a $50 wheel off eBay. Nice. Sounds like a good deal. Oops, I am being chased. Am I being chased? There's red dots back there. We got gifted it from a former NASCAR driver. Why did he gift it to you? Is it like a contest? That seems crazy. Whiskey's being such a good boy today. My dad did a ton of work at his house. Gotcha, gotcha. Marcus Ambrose. I don't know who that is. I don't watch that. There's like one NASCAR driver that I know the name of. It's probably the most famous one. Somebody named like one of the biggest names in NASCAR. I can't think of who it is, but if you say it, I'll be like, yes, them. I do have a delivery I could do too. That's cool. Cool, cool, cool.
I have finished this batch.
Sell it when you like it. I think it was it dancing? I think it was dancing. Let's dance, do a story mission. Actually, we could do the delivery first, then do the story mission, because I can start the story mission outside of the shack. Oh, I can change the bar decor too. Okay, change the bar decor, play with the band. Play with the band for 2 minutes.
You're quite the hero.
Time for a show. Morning, Rose. How's it going? I've got this new loose leaf tea I'm trying out, so I got it this morning. It's actually not bad. It's pretty tasty. I have a place nearby that's got like loose leaf tea that you can get like a bulk section. And I feel like it would probably be cheaper for me to do that, but like I don't know what to... I need to like look up and see what should I get and put together. I only drink iced tea. I'm not a huge tea person, but I'm getting into it more now because I'm at work, back at work full time and it's freezing in there. So I have like a little electric kettle that so far nobody has said I can't have. And I'm going to be like, if I can't have it, screw you. You maybe come back in here into this freezing petri dish. So yeah, I just like make a cup of tea in the morning. And so I'm like experimenting with different types of tea. So I know tea can be really good for you for like, it's not a miracle thing or anything, but like it can be good for you if you have like digestion issues or like a little inflammation or like stuff like that. So like there's different teas out there that can help with that. So I'm like trying some different stuff. I like iced peach tea. Interesting. I think the one iced tea I used to do, it wasn't peach. I've done peach before. I think it was raspberry something. It was pretty good actually. White raspberry maybe? White, no, that would be white peach maybe. It's definitely raspberry something. Hey 69 Solo, how's it going? Welcome. I had a dream last night. This is so weird. At the end of, it was like right before I woke up. I was over at my mom's and my nephews were there. And then we got, Kurt and Christina came to pick them up. And there was somebody else there. Like there was somebody else visiting. And I was getting tea for everybody and we couldn't find cups. So I'm like looking all through the thing and my mom's like, oh no, we can't use those. We can't use those. I'm trying to find cups to use to put tea in. And the tea wasn't hot enough. And I tried to like microwave some tea, but the microwave was like broken. Like the bottom was like all cracked and broken open. And like you could see down in to where it was like going down. Like I don't know where the hell it was going. And I was like, did you know that your microwave is broken? And she's like, yeah, you can't use it. And then like I heard somebody playing the piano and I thought it was my mom. And I was like, when did you learn to play the piano? But it was one of my nephews was playing on a keyboard, like a really good song. And then like I was like cleaning for some reason. Like I'm up visiting that I never get to do from Florida up to Pennsylvania. And I'm like cleaning the house and she's like, you don't have to do that. I was like, no, this is fine. But there were like all these plugs plugged in. Did I get this? I had to have, right? That was more than 2 minutes. Okay. And they were like, no, like you have to leave it plugged in like that because there's something wrong with the electric or whatever. And I like unplugged something and I couldn't figure out how to plug it back in because there were like, it was definitely a fire hazard. There were like, it was like a, shoot, one of the things you plug in that's got like the multi-outlet thingies. Not like the strip on the ground, but like the actual plug-in one. And then there were like other ones of those plugged into the plug-in thing. So there was like, it's like 3 out and then stuff plugged into that. And I was like, yeah, I feel like this is going to burn your house down. And then I woke up. But the tea was also cold. And so I was like serving people cold tea. And I'm like, I'm sorry, this is cold.
All right, what's next then?
All right, we're actually just going to change a photo because I want to go back to the fox. That should get it for the bar decor. My uncle used to do some machine work for a local NASCAR driver here, Ronnie Thomas. Nice. He drove in the 70s and 80s. Dude, who is it? Nobody said it. Who is one of the...
Guess that'll do it for now then.
Dale Earnhardt. Okay. I know who that is. That's pretty much it. I'm sure if you said some other... Actually, isn't Danica something? Isn't she like a NASCAR driver? There'd be a few names I would know, but not too many. I'd never really watched NASCAR too much. It seems kind of boring. Wow, okay, we don't actually have a buyer, so forget that. We're just going to do a story mission. We only have Bert. Good old Bert. She hasn't driven. Oh, I didn't think she was a current driver, but I think she did drive, right? At some point. Replay story missions. My favorite, blood is thicker than shine. I should have done one of these earlier. Cords are getting all in the way here. Junior, Dale Earnhardt Jr., I believe, is the one I'm thinking of. You see what year he was racing. Yeah, it would have been Junior. Alright, and now we got our Belladonna. There we go. We'll put this one on. Matcher. My driver was Terry Labonte. Is that how you say that? Name sounds kind of familiar. Don't know if that's how you say it, though. Can you refill your moonshine? You wait. You don't need to come back and refill it. Can you refill your moonshine? I'm not sure exactly what the question is there. I'm not tracking this fine morning. I can finally turn off the noisy window AC. I hear it's cooling down in a lot of spots right now. We're actually cooling down a little bit down here, not too much. But it's only going to be like low to mid 80s, which is pretty cool for August in Florida, I think. Alright, let's go back to the double barrel. It looks like the top part is empty. Oh, well, I had a full thing, but I don't have a buyer for it right now, unfortunately. I could have done my hats right here. Ah, I knew there was a guy over here. I'm gonna die. I should stop. I should pay attention. I should pay attention. Double barrel is not doing good.
We got this. Let's get 'em.
This is a bad lobby. Look at this. The worst thing that Rockstar did, because of the people complaining in PvP about how headshots were too easy, was to make it so when you flick up, it goes to the right or left. That was probably the worst thing they added. They should have just added that for PvP if they wanted to, or like realized that, hey, it's an auto-aim game. Maybe they should have just taken all the auto-aim PvP out and just done the free aim PvP stuff, the hardcore. That was like the worst. I think that was one of the worst fixes in quotes they did. I like the repeater shotgun. It's about all I use. I actually don't like it. I don't feel it's that consistent. I don't know, my double barrel wasn't hitting that great right there, but I feel like I almost never get the shot the first time with the repeating. But I know a lot of people that really like it, so it must just be me. Alright, where is our... I don't understand the purpose this guy serves. You don't have to let him out. I don't really understand the point of him. I'm back, my cat's a shithead. Well, that's cats for you. It's been an almost month-long heat wave here. Yeah, we had a really rough... I feel like July and the beginning of August was pretty rough here. My AC did get quite a workout.
Don't just let 'em get away. We're country folks with country justice.
Cute little Mustangs. Okay. Apparently it's going to be an Evans day then. Evans repeater for the win. How dare you steal my pizza? I was watching a video and it was like classic Dachshund. And this woman who's on camera, I don't know if she's being interviewed or whatever, or something, but she was holding onto her Dachshund. And she looks like business professional, like it's not like at home or whatever. She's like in somewhere, like office or something. I don't know. I didn't watch it that closely. But anyway, she's holding her Dachshund and she walks through the middle and like by, and the Dachshund reaches over and grabs whatever food was on the on like the serving tray and just grabs it as she walks by and starts eating it. And she's carrying it. And I don't think she noticed that her Dachshund did that. And I was like, yep, classic Dachshund. Look at this Evans, man. Okay, okay. And there were a whole bunch of other clips, like classic Dachshund, like the guy's laying down, the Dachshund's laying next to him, and he's going, and the Dachshund's like, I was like, yep, those are the noises they make. Dachshunds are the best. I feel like everybody should have a Dachshund at least once. They're such bundles of personality. Stubborn, though. I like how I was watching this thing the other day. Oh, this is probably my least favorite area to do this. I hate this one. I was watching a thing the other day, and it was like this person was interviewing this other person. It's like, name the top 5 like least intelligent dog breeds, and like Dachshund was on there, and I was like, that is not factual. Like, Dachshunds are stubborn. They are very smart, but they're very stubborn. So it's harder to train them because they're so stubborn, not because they're not intelligent, but because they're so stubborn. And I was like, who came up with this list? Did you just like pull that out of your ass? Because it's not even accurate. Dumbest dog I ever met. And I find it seems to be, we had a couple of that breed that were kind of not on the smart side. Gordon Setters. Yeah. Poodles also are supposed to be very intelligent, but we had a couple not so intelligent poodles as well at the kennel. I used to work at a kennel when I was younger. I should have started with that. But yeah, Gus the Gordon Setter was... Whew, he was not very smart. I got a piebald cob that I use as my main horse a lot. It's a damn good horse. I do like that one. That's a pretty one.
What's happening? Oh, Maggie.
Ooh, talking too much.
Oh, thank God. Am I glad to see you?
I used to have a chow. They're stubborn as hell. Yeah, chows and like Shar-Peis and stuff are also like, they usually bond to like one person. It's kind of difficult, I feel like, to have them as a dog if you're going to be around a lot of people. And I know that there are definitely ones out there that are good family dogs, but like just in general. There's so many trees here. I hate this one. Goodness, this Evans is doing good. This Evans is doing so amazing. This is probably the best I've seen the Evans do in a while. There's also one that'll bug out here and he won't come in. I also like that you can individually load the Evans, so you can load a couple in between. Instead of having to load the whole thing. Okay. My Nana's old spaniel was pretty goofy. He used to speak, and he would scream if you did moose ears at him.
Get the hell out of here before anyone else decides to show up.
All right, come on.
What's the plan now?
Follow me, even though you're gonna break, and I'm gonna have to do it again. Lem. Or you're gonna come? Okay, you didn't break. Nice.
Get out of here. That's a fine-looking animal you got
It is.
there.
Get on. Let's go.
Right then. Can you take me wherever my aunt is?
I'm back. Also, I'm sick with strep throat again. I'm sorry to hear that. We were just talking about strep throat earlier. It's the worst.
Well,
You have to actually get medicine for it because it doesn't just go away on its own.
Aunt Maggie. I don't believe it. I mean, part of me always held some hope. And there'd been rumors. But that's why they decided to move me to Sisika. Figured if
My Nana's old spaniel was pretty goofy. Oh, that's right. I read that. And then it said that then when her little Jack Russell was attacked, the spaniel was crying and rapping. My mom was sleeping. Aw, poor thing.
Aunt Maggie. Tough don't even begin to describe.
Blowing an NPC's legs off really takes to see about him. Yes, it does. My childhood, we had a spaniel and he was a glutton. Hey, Corbin, how's it going? We had, so growing up, I had, there was a dog sort of either before me or right when I was born, but then Duke we got when I was a year. He was a dachshund. And then we had a lab as well, black lab, as I was growing up. Sam, he was the best. He was the bestest.
The other revenuers we could handle, but once Hickson was after us, we just couldn't get off the back foot. Kept moving from place to place, but it was only a matter of time before he caught up with us at one of the cookhouses.
All right, keep telling your story. I have a black cat. He's pretty weird. All he does is bite people's legs for some reason. I feel like black cats are super sassy.
Trust her up.
I've known a couple of black cats like that. We had a black kitten that we adopted out. There's a black cat here that gets a little like bitey, but not in like a mean way.
Whole place started caving in. I swear, it's the only time
He would cry when someone was cooking me dramatic, like he was starving. That makes sense. We have dachshunds that are like that too. They think they're always hungry.
Last thing I see is they're dragging
He did protect us from one weird guy who came out of the bushes on the nature reserve we were walking around.
Just looking on. In jail, I heard they tried.
It is. I do miss having a dog to walk with, even if it's a little dog. Like I feel like it's just such a deterrent.
Always did have a knack of slithering his way into holes. That snake.
And even though like back when I used to hike with Foxy and Sky, like I don't think Sky would have done anything, but I feel like Foxy would bite somebody if it came down to it. She would have bitten somebody if they were like aggressive. She was nice, like she never bit anybody or like never acted like she was gonna bite anybody, but she's sassy. Do 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 do. Well, I hope you got some medicine for your strep. I also have strep throat and influenza, so I'm miserable. It is definitely everything's going around right now. We are just saying with like school's back in and
You're late.
everybody gets sick around this time of year, which is a bummer. I hope everybody who's sick is feeling better soon.
I didn't know if you.
I know, but we're here now.
After my last dog died about 10 years ago, I've never owned another. I haven't had a dog in the 3-ish years I've been down here. Foxy stayed with my mom. It wouldn't have been fair to her to bring her. Sky passed before we moved down, and it just wouldn't have been fair to separate her from my mom, who's home, and also the other dogs who she's bonded to. So yeah, and now I don't have any pets at all right now. So it's the first time in pretty much my entire
Go
life.
down and grab yourself a drink. Make sure you get an extra cut out of my side of the business.
What sucks is influenza. The antibiotics won't help. Yeah, if you have viral, antibiotics won't help. If you have bacterial, it would, but viral not. All right, we got a story mission completed. Let me see when my buyers reset. I don't need it for the daily, but you have a batch ready to go. Let's see.
I have some ideas.
Okay, so they had to reset, right? Because it's an hour and 15 minutes, and I still don't have a buyer. Wild. I never cared much for having pets in the house. I miss having a dachshund. Because they keep you company, and they'll curl up next to you, and they'll hug you, and they're sweet, and it's nice. What that's just me. Not everybody. But I do miss having a dachshund. I miss having a cat and a ball python. I don't necessarily miss having a cat. I miss fostering kittens because I used to do that a lot. And so I do miss fostering kittens. But I'm not like a huge cat person. Like I don't need to have a cat in the house. Evan's doing less good out here. Have you ever gotten the flu before when it was new or old? What do you mean by... Sorry. What do you mean by new or old? Ooh. Can reset an award. Nice. Well, got an alcohol bottle at least. I love dogs, but I also choose a breed that doesn't aggravate my allergies. So yeah, apparently I do have a dog allergy according to my tests, but my allergies have never changed whether I've lived with dogs or not lived with dogs. So, so like I totally appreciate if you have allergies and it does like make a difference, but like for me, apparently it doesn't. So I'm like, well, I don't have to worry about that. My allergies are just always the same. And having a dog doesn't make them worse, and not having a dog doesn't make them better. So I was like, do I really have an allergy to dogs? I don't know. I feel like maybe that test wasn't right. Actually, I did the testing and then took allergy shots for like a couple years, and my allergies never changed. So I was like, well, that was a waste of time and money and pain. I'm a Great Dane owner, biggest babies ever. Yes, they are. And they're so cute, but they're so big. Which costs more than just going, I love the, well, yeah, which costs more than just going to pick up a random dog from the shelter. Yes. I know there's some people out there that are like, you should never purchase a dog ever. You should only ever rescue a dog from the shelter. And look, I'm a big rescue person. I fostered for a lot of years, like dogs and kittens. But like when I get a dog again, I want a dachshund. And people are like, oh, just rescue a dachshund. It's really not that easy to do. I've looked, it's really not. Unless I want to rescue a dachshund that's going to die in, you know, a few years, like a year or two, because it's a senior. And I'm not saying that's not an important thing and that people should do that. And I'm not even saying I wouldn't do it, but like, yeah, I would be heartbroken. And, you know, I kind of want a puppy. Like, my entire childhood, all of our animals were rescues. I don't really know that any of ours were rescues growing up. Except the cats, maybe. Well, actually, we tried to go to Humane Society for a cat, and they wouldn't adopt out to us because we had intact dogs, as we were showing at the time. Rescues are this weird thing where, like, sometimes it's hard to rescue from a rescue because they have all these really strict rules and they miss out on really good homes because they're so strict, because they want the perfect home. And what they don't realize is that perfect home that there doesn't guarantee that that dog's not going to be dropped back off at Humane Society. Because when you, and I'm not saying this for all people that have a nice house and a fenced-in yard or whatever, but when they're only looking for the nice house, the fenced-in yard, you know, the perfect, they got the kids, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I was like, there's no guarantee they're not going to be like, oh, well, you know, my kid doesn't like this dog anymore, so I'm going to drop him back off at the Humane Society. Like, you can't guarantee. And so when you cut out people that maybe don't have the fenced-in yard, but they are willing to take their dog for runs and walks and stuff, and you cut them out from being able to rescue, those people are just going to go buy a dog. Like, they tried to do the right thing. They tried to rescue, and they were told no, so... Ever gotten hives before? I have. It's not good. Majority of my cats just wandered to us and I immediately claimed it. We used to have a Pomeranian growing up. Aw, little fluff balls. Frenchies are cute too. Me personally, I would probably, unless I was rescuing, stay away from any breed that had like that smash face. They're adorable, but like, I don't know. The breeding with them is sort of out of control in terms of like the breathing issues that they have and like the health issues that they have. So there are some things that I'm pretty careful about in that aspect. I had hives in response to amoxicillin. I got hives once after eating some shrimp, but it only happened like once or twice. All right, let's see where we are here. Still have to jump from a horse to a moving wagon. Other than that, those are done. I need to find one more tarot card. Okay, I'm at 7. So if I find a tarot card, we could go maybe get the duck eggs. Let me see how many eggs I'm at. All right, I have 5 duck eggs. Perfect. Let's see where the duck eggs are. Loon egg, goose egg. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Egret. You're at Aurora? You're at Aurora. Okay, sweet. Alright, so that's just behind us. What is a brunette? I heard it, but it's just dark brown hair. I mean, a brunette is somebody with brown hair. We've got a golden retriever called Bella, and she's cute. Aww. I love golden retrievers. I would want a dachshund and a golden retriever. Oh, greyhounds. I love greyhounds. Yes, I would definitely. So if I was going to go greyhound, 100% I would rescue a greyhound because there's so many of them that need rescue that like I've actually thought about it before. I love them. I love greyhounds. I would want to have a lot of room to like for them to run though too. I have a Maine Coon cat. He's cool. I'm trying to get another one so he has something to play with and not bored. Aw, Maine Coons are so cute. They're so fluffy. Yeah, I've thought about getting a Great Dane before. There are some dogs that are like, if you want a specific breed, there are some breeds that are like a lot easier to rescue because there's a lot of them, which is sad, honestly. But yeah, greyhounds are one of them, especially because of the whole racing situation. I feel like I need to have an emergency fund if I get anything like a pug or Frenchie, 100%. Even if I get, oop, I didn't realize there was a guy spawning in there. Even if I get a dachshund again, I would probably do the pet insurance because even though we've had really good luck our entire life with dachshunds and back issues, and even we've had 1 or 2 that have had back issues that have like been better with crate and prednisone, it would be a huge concern that it would be an issue that wouldn't be able to be fixed with prednisone and it would need surgery. And so, like pet insurance would be a must. So I think if I got a dachshund again, I would definitely consider pet insurance just for that reason. I always wanted Dalmatian until I met someone that owned a couple. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Dalmatians, actually. Their personalities, they're kind of standoffish, the ones that I've met. I think one of the issues was 101 Dalmatians made the Dalmatians so popular as well. My guess is a lot of those ended up in shelters because I don't think they're a big family dog, honestly. At least the ones I met, the ones of the kennel that ever came in, like the Dalmatians were never super like personable, which is a shame. It's one of the negative things about having something like a movie make a dog breed popular because it gets really popular. Everybody goes out and buys them and then realizes that they're not really good for their lifestyle. And then they end up in a shelter somewhere.
Hello, miss.
Corgis, they're so cute, especially when they got no tail. They're cute little butts. I'll have you know that you guys flew into my... Look, I don't even have X's. It's proof. I didn't kill them. They killed themselves flying into my horse. My Great Dane is pet insurance? Yeah, it's such a smart thing to do. Like, you might luck out. Like, we've been pretty lucky. We haven't had too many, like, massive, like, major health issues with dogs. But Like, you just never know. My coworker had a thing recently where her dog got really sick. She had like, was it iron? She had like no iron at all. She was like a step away from death, basically. And so she's had to have very expensive medication and treatments to try to get back to healthy. I don't know the exact particulars, so I might not be saying that exactly right, but I know it's been pricey. And pet insurance probably could have helped that a little bit, I guess, but you can't get it after the fact because it's a pre-existing now, and they won't cover it. All right, I got the duck eggs, right? I need one more tarot card. And that will be it for those. I don't have to do the other story. Do, do, do. Uno momento, por favor. Okay. Alright, tarot card nearby. Actually, I should just grab the one by the coin earlier. I would have had it. Doop 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 doo. Bet it's in the outhouse, probably. Dalmatians are very pretty, but yeah. My favorite dog at the kennel of all time. All right, bye, Cassie. Have a good night of sleep. Was Pepper. Pepper was a basset hound, but not a traditional, like, big, bulky basset hound. She was, like, slender and athletic. And I loved her ears. She had such big ears. I loved Pepper. When she came into the kennel, she was mine to walk. I was like, nope, claimed. Nobody else gets to walk. If somebody else signed out Pepper, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, I called dibs, you bitch. Pick somebody else. The outhouse card is part of a flush. Ba-dum-bum. Or we get eaten by a cougar again. I'm here all week. Nice. Look, we've run into several blueberries today and we haven't been shot yet, so, you know. I'm frozen. There you go. 8 of Wands. You have completed 9 out of 9 daily roll challenges. My favorite dog growing up was a Queensland Shepherd mix. We never learned what she was mixed with, but we assumed it was Akita because her tail was curled like one. She lived to be 20 years old. Wow, 20 is impressive. I think the oldest dog we've ever had is 17, I think. What we want to do here, let's see. Grab a few more collectibles, maybe. Could do another telegram mission. I did the robots last week. Could do another one here. Let me grab this arrowhead. And maybe we'll do that. I had a dog live to be 23. That is impressive. Do, 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 do. He wasn't sickly at all, he just died. I mean, that's good. It's really hard when they go downhill. And, like, you have to either make the decision or, you know, I sometimes wish they would just, like, die in their sleep. I just wake up. I don't know if that would be better. I feel like it would be slightly better, though, than having to, like, make the actual decision, go to the vet, like, be in the vet's office. It's raw. Alright, doesn't matter what guns we have, because I'm going to do... Ooh, I'm up to Ruthless now. Have I done this at Ruthless? I may have. I gotta be careful because last time I was being too cocky and I got like one shot killed. He was a Chow. Ooh. 23-year-old Chow. Nice. It's hard too. The bigger the dog, the lower their life expectancy. I guess a Chow's probably like a medium size though. Maybe. I don't know that they would be considered large. Maybe. Can be pretty big. Oh, my cores are already down. I wonder if I had eaten something before coming in here, if I at least had full cores. To science that next time. Alright, I wonder how our luck will go with this one. Sometimes I find the guy pretty quick, sometimes it takes a while. Alright, Belladonna, get out of here. You don't need to see this. Near in tall trees, I feel some trepidation of my endeavor, but I've heard many stories of these men's cruelty, but I press on. That's how I imagine he sounds. I had to put my mom's dog down. I was fine when it was the room where they do the needle, and I seen it. Candy jar was full of Hershey Kisses, and I lost it. Yeah. Dude, it's hard. It's so hard. I've had to do it a couple times, and it's pretty rough. The last one I had to take in was my cat, so my mom's cat, and then when I moved down here and they moved up, I kept the cat because her dogs didn't. Oh man, am I with somebody?
Good to be back.
No, okay. I thought this was like a person with me.
Done for today.
All right, give me this knife. And give me this time. Oh, your final kiss. That's depressing. I would lose it. No, no, I don't want to craft. Get up. Get up. Get up. I don't even have anything to craft. If I can get some animals, this time will be good. Why is this being so sluggish? All right, let me see where I am on the map. Okay, I'm all the way up at Aurora, so I haven't actually started up here before, which is interesting. Oh, shit! I'm dead. Yep. There's nothing you could do in your animation. I only saw the one guy. Well, that was very short. Let's replay. Once they're in the animation of killing you, like, there's almost nothing you could do. I actually hate it. It's one of the worst features of Red Dead. Even if you had a full gold core and a gold ring, a machete animation outdoes you. Well, that's kind of a bummer because I wanted to start up there. That was actually an interesting place to start. Out on the outskirts so I could do a full circle around. So that's a bummer. I'd have to back completely out and then I'd be on a cooldown, so I have to just replay mission, unfortunately, for right now. I'll have to test it out next time. Our old family dog died at home in my dad's arms. I had a puppy once, so we had a puppy with a cleft palate, and we tried to like bottle feed it and syringe feed it and all that, and he ended up aspirating, getting pneumonia, and died in my arms. It was a tough one. That was a tough one. Alright, take 2. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. So I gotta be wary then, because that guy didn't have a lantern. So usually we're on the road, they're just like a single with on their own. But he was kind of just hanging out over there. I wonder if that's just like a ruthless feature. So they're like, this bitch is back again.
Oh, y'all just walked into your worst nightmare.
Y'all? Who's y'all? It's just me. There's no y'all. Do, 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 do. Oh, goodness. Break free. Wonder what happens if you give up. Do you just die and it ends? I gotta science that next time too. Okay, we're all the way down to the bottom, which I guess is... Oh, look, they just be putting us all out here and killing us.
I could use some whiskey.
I can't see them. I'm like, oh, here it is. Man, we lost out on our time. I gathered all that time and I don't even have it now. That was such a good starting spot with the time there. Man, this game. I hate you. I hate you. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna go... Okay, I think down's a good... We'll start by going down. Oh, let's take us to Bear Claw, which I feel like has more enemies. Okay, get our time back. Born to be wild. Do, 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 do. Ooh, is that somebody over there? Hello? What in the actual hell? Let me pick this. Oh, it's not that one. Okay, I picked this too. I was like, why? Okay, there's a guy there. Do we think he's with somebody? Alright, I don't see anybody else. Alright, we got some more time as well. We need an animal to cook. You cannot carry any more creeping time. Really? Okay, you have a limit of 10. That's interesting. I started to go back to where this camp, and I think this is actually where we spawned in, so we gotta keep going this way. Alright, go up the hill. Should just use our eagle eye and make sure, like... Okay, we're definitely going to get that bow there. I thought I heard somebody on my left, but I think it may have just been an audio thing. Cook the dude. Ugh. Cannibalism at its finest. Well, I mean, we did throw him in the fire. Is that why I can't loot him? Yes. Oh, yeah, baby. Get a little time meat here. I feel like these would have been good missions released right around Halloween. Yeah, I don't know why they released them early. These would have been perfect Halloween missions. I'm hoping because they released them now that maybe we'll get some new Halloween CTAs, but I can't imagine we'll get twice in 1 year, so probably not. Oh, I can loot him from this angle. Interesting. Okay. He's like impeding my ability to use this campfire. Good sir. There we go. All right, we got 2. Okay, that's good. Good start. Good start. All right, gonna head toward Bear Claw Camp. This could be over very fast if he's down here. I always have to remember, like, I can't go in, like, guns a-blazing in this, because 1, I don't have any ammo. 2, I don't have any health. I have no tonics. Exactly 1 arrow. Where'd that guy go? He's gonna turn before I get to him? Shit. I lose these fights all the time. Yeah. Not even gonna try to win the fight. No, hand to hand. This is dangerous because this is like a larger area that sometimes has multiple people. I don't recommend this.
I'll be damned. Looks like your time's up.
With machete guys, it's also best to try to tackle them. The tackle will beat out the machete. If they're already in machete swing animation, nothing beats it out. But like, if they're not, then the tackle will win. Alright, we're gonna head up this way. Could use some more supplies for sure. Definitely more arrows. I only have 1. I need to hit some small camps. I haven't seen any yet though. It'd be nice to get that deer, but we don't have anything. Ooh. Harriettum official whatever. Officinalis. Oh, there he is. I think this guy should have an animal too. That's what he's doing right here. Just another knife as well. I'm not really sure where all the bows are. The bows are hiding. This one you can't skin because it's all messed up. Yep. Whoops. Thought I heard someone.
This will be the last.
This will be the last thing you do. Gurgle, gurgle. Doop, doop, doo. I needs more bows and or no more bows, nor arrows. Oh, see? Okay. This deer's supposed to be dead up here. This is the one that's always standing and you can't do anything to it. So this is non-bugged out. It's supposed to be dead. Let me loot him before he catches on fire. Just a knife again. This is crazy. I know there's multiple guys here. See if I can get this guy away. Get him when he comes down this way. Wonder how close he's gonna come. He's running around. I'm screwed. I shouldn't have opened it. I shouldn't have opened it.
I got no mercy left for the likes of you.
Fuck, he's got a tomahawk. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. The animation thing absolutely drives me insane. When you can't break animation, it drives me fucking bonkers, man. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I know there's multiple guys there. I've never had a tomahawk guy there before. Like, when I can't break animation of what I'm doing so that I can run away and try to regroup, that drives me insane. That is like a bad game mechanic. Well, what was I saying the other day it happens into? I think it's Ghost. In Ghost, when you're in the animation of blocking or dodging or whatever, or yeah, swinging and they do an unblockable dodge, you can't change that animation. Yes, I was trying to steal a supply bag the other day and I got in a fight with 4 guys and couldn't run away. You can't stop it. Like, there's nothing you can do when you're in that animation. It's so frustrating. It happens with players too. If a player gets you in that animation where they're hitting you over and over again, you can't stop the animation to get any kind of distance to get away. You just have to let the player kill you, and it's annoying as hell. All right. I'm rushing this because it's like 11:17 already and like I need to log off soon, and this drives me crazy too. Like, fuck out of here, Rockstar. Stop making my horse... What the hell are you doing? Let me up into this space. And so I'm like rushing through each area, and you really need to take your time on this one. You just do. There's too many... Oh, where's the thing? Oh, there's too many enemies in too many spots. Yeah, if you're skinning animals, a predator attacks, like all those animations you should be able to cancel if something's happening. Even if you're like looting and a player runs up on you and tries to start shooting you, you have to finish that animation. Absolutely drives me insane. It was a dark and stormy night. Oh, this is an interesting one. We're up on the rock. We lost all our animals, which sucks. I don't really have the patience to go through all that again, honestly. And the fact that it's not dropping any arrows anywhere is honestly driving me insane. Like, look, it puts me right here next to this one. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with just a knife? And, like, apparently multiple enemies. I wonder if the Tomahawk guy is still here. The bow over there. Also, the enemies are not highlighting on Eagle Eye. I didn't realize that. Right? Yeah. Tomahawk guy. Haha, I got a tomahawk. That not kill him? Are you fucking serious right now? That tomahawk did not kill that guy. I get one shot with the tomahawk, and that tomahawk does not kill that guy. Don't you even think about it, buddy. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Shit. I can't tackle him now? I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Nothing I can do. I can't run. I have no stamina. I'm out. I'm dead. If he runs this way, I'm gonna have to try to tackle him. Alright, we're just gonna have to leave that. Looks like he didn't follow. It sounded like he was following. And honestly, the audio seems kind of jacked up in here. Okay. Is there anything we can eat around here to get stamina stuff back? A little tiny bit. Well, rifles are good for what again? I've not been on in a while. It really just depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you're hunting large game, obviously in either the snipers or the bolt action or Springfield, it's gonna be good. The Springfield was nerfed quite a bit, so it's actually not as good in game as it used to be. It's definitely not as good as it was in story. I still use it though, a lot. If you're PvPing like a Carcano or a Bolt, it's gonna be better. Alright, where am I? Okay, we definitely cannot go to Manzanita. I wasn't even able to grab that bow back there. This is a very annoying start, I'm not gonna lie. Very annoying. Like, there's no little... I don't understand why there's no little camps around. I'm just going in. If I die, I die. I like how that thing was there that blocked me. There's two guys. I'm dead. Alright, I'm gonna just not do this one today. Unless I can get away from this guy. Alright, that was lucky. I'm just not... I think I'm just rushing it too much, honestly. This must just be the difference between standard and ruthless. There's almost... I've never seen two guys at these places. Also, give me a damn bow, for fuck's sake. So there must be, at Ruthless difficulty, there must be like 2 guys at all of these. I've got a 3rd guy running in. I can hear him. No? Dude, that's some awful noise there, or sound. That definitely sounded like somebody running through. That was not me. So Ruthless must have like 2 at these. It's another thing that I hate about the Telegram missions. Like, this is a really fun Telegram mission, but let me pick my difficulty. When I'm streaming and I'm trying to chat and look at stuff and I have a little bit of time, I'd rather just do a standard difficulty. Honestly. It's not that I can't do this on Ruthless difficulty, I'm just not focusing on it. I've also never had my stamina run out like this, so obviously in Ruthless maybe it's more of an issue. Because my stamina keeps running out, which is ass because... it's such an open place where I can't, there's nothing. Okay, that didn't give any stamina back. I don't understand. It says slightly restore stamina. I don't understand why it's not giving any stamina back. Deadeye core, horse. Oh, maybe it said horse stamina. Deadeye core, Deadeye core. Okay, everything's for Deadeye. Here's those little things that are just like annoying when you're doing a thing. This is gonna have multiple guys again because this is where he shows up sometimes. There's a gun back there, but... it's an animal I could skin. This is probably gonna get me killed. Now, why didn't it tackle him? And how did a guy end up behind me? Come on, Rockstar. Why are you like this? Fucking ass, man. There's nothing I can do about this. I haven't gotten a single weapon that is long range. I've got 2 guys running after me. I'm about to run out of stamina, and that's going to be it. And it didn't tackle. It didn't do tackle animation. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm hitting the same button that I always hit for tackle animation. I'm going to need you to make your way up here, sir. Give me something for stamina, for fuck's sake. I can't kill this guy from here. I don't have a long-range weapon. If I go close and it won't let me do a tackle animation, I'm screwed. Dude, Rockstar is so obnoxious sometimes, you know? They just really are. So, not only do you not get guys on the menu map, which is fine, but they don't show up with Eagle Eye, which is dumb. Like, what's the point of Eagle Eye? I'm supposed to just know in the dark these guys are here without any indication. Let's see if this gets me killed in animation. What's good for a squirrel? The small game arrow. If you want a perfect pelt. Like, there's a guy up there that I can't kill. Because I don't have a long-range weapon yet. I don't think I can climb up on this. I've literally not seen a bow yet. There's a gun there, but like, how the fuck am I supposed to get to that with these 2 guys here? So I guess we're skipping it and going somewhere else. Right there, you're obnoxious. This one could have been really great. Like, I like it and it's fun, but they could have done a better job. There's little things that they could have done. I'm convinced that they come up with this shit and then nobody that actually plays video games tests it. So there's 2 guys here. What the hell am I supposed to do with a knife? I need a bow. Like, there's 2 guys here. What do you want me to do? I'm going to die doing this, by the way. More than likely. Fucking lucky, man. There's no bow here either. There's literally nothing. See, this is obnoxious. Don't force me to play Ruthless every time. I actually enjoy this one, but I will end up hating this one. Because there's nothing. I'm getting literally nothing. I'm not getting a bow. I'm getting 0. And there's 2 guys at every spot. Like, that's just obnoxious. It's fucking obnoxious, man. Hey, Ticket, how's it going? We're getting nothing to restore stamina. I've got a health cure. I've got an open snake oil. All this stuff is for Deadeye. Oh, here you go. This says stamina. But it's not giving it to me. Yeah, it's not giving me any stamina. Stamina core. Oh, I guess maybe because it doesn't say core. And I gotta cook something. I guess, was there a campfire back here? I have this boar I could cook. My guess is no, though, because the campfires are inconsistent. Let's find out. It looks like a campfire should be able to cook at. But alas, it's not a campfire I can cook at. Oh yeah, stealth in this game is awful. It actually works better in this game, or in this mode, than it does in a lot of the other modes. In other Telegram missions, the stealth doesn't work at all. Plus, you'll use an arrow and shoot a guy, and then like it'll alert like the two people nearby that aren't even looking, and I'm like, well, what was the point of using a stealth weapon? So there's gonna be a second guy here, right? Because there's been a second guy at every spot, but I can't see him because it's dark. So we just gotta hope. There's no bow here either, though. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I supposed to do, Rockstar? I know there's bows in this mode. Did you forget to put them in here? Like, what in the actual hell? I'm gonna quit out this game mode. This is fucking annoying. How many camps is that we've been to now? I can't even go to Manzanita. I can't take on 4 guys that have machetes, tomahawks, bows and arrows, and guns if I only have a knife. Like... Okay. Apparently I just don't get stamina back this, I don't get stamina back this round. Like, I can't go into any of the spots he's gonna be because I don't have... There's no point in picking that. Because I only have a knife still. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I could go back to the one area in the beginning and hope there's a bow there. Like, I should be able to take this guy's bow. I don't even know if I could jump up here. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, fuck's sake. Like, he's got a bow. I should be able to take it. Give me your bow. Did you just fucking give me arrows? Oh my gosh, you drive me crazy. Give me a bow, give me a bow, give me a bow. Like, literally, any of these camps should have a fucking bow or anything. Any supplies. Any fucking... Oh my gosh. This is like the worst one. I was already at that camp, right? No, there's a guy there. I don't even care. If I die, I die. Like, I'm over this. I'm over this one. Yeah, see, look, it didn't... it wouldn't tackle. Ugh. Oh, Rockstar, I'm having so much fun with your missions. You're brilliant. You definitely know how to do this shit. Maybe, just maybe, maybe you could get the input of your fan base as to what they enjoy in the game. All right, note to self, don't start that one when you're short on time. Because apparently I have to go colossally slow and take like 2 hours. And hope that it doesn't bug out and take all the bows. So annoying. So annoying. Okay, we're a little over time, but that is okay. That mission was taking a while. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because I have some things. I got some schoolwork I need to do today, and I need to go get some foods. I'll definitely be back on tomorrow with some ghosts, though, unless something has gone terribly wrong. So I'll be doing a little bit of that. I appreciate you guys all hanging out today, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Saturday. I know a couple of you have mentioned that you're not feeling well. We got some strep, some flu, and stuff going around. So take care of yourselves. Plenty of fluids, plenty of rest. If you've got strep or something that needs an antibiotic, make sure you go get that. Otherwise, it will not be good. So hopefully you guys are all getting the rest you need. But if I don't see you back tomorrow, I'll be back on next Saturday. Look at all these chipmunks. So many chipmunks around here. I'll be back on next Saturday as well with some more Red Dead Online. So thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully I will chat with you all soon. Bye, everybody.